Christmas story. Not many people know this, but Jesus had a twin brother. Same as him, a son of God, except he wasn't into religion and didn't like to share his worldview with people. He preferred to travel. The planet is beautiful, you know? In heaven, they know everything. They play their harps and confess their love for each other among the clouds. But down here, there's a waterfall, then a sunset, then a hurricane. Always something interesting, a lot of variety. He was naturally kind, of course, couldn't be any other way. And now people have found out there's this reliable fella who's always on the road, so they bombard him with requests. Gotta ship a barrel of wine to Kabul for my dad, bro. And then there's this important letter to Zuzino village under Theodosia. And even in such a spirit, nobody refused the guy. First, because it was awkward for him to offend people. And second, because he really loved new places, carried all sorts of letter deliveries, even attached a teletrolley to take more cargo. Soon he had assistants, not apostles of course, but rather companions on the journey when he gathers, say, in Baghdad. And then the guys say, no question, we'll deliver whatever is necessary in the best form. This is already for some money. Because they did not go where the soul was leading, but purely by assignment. No, well what, work after all. Then even the caravans were released. People liked to send various items, and it was not expensive. It was convenient, and such a fashionable topic. And in short, a whole network of such deliverers was formed, who both did well for people, and themselves traveled the world. Everyone was happy, and then the brother of the guy was killed. Of course, he was devastated, not so much by the death itself, since it was clear he had simply gone home, but by how it could have happened. His brother hadn't done any harm. He was in fact kindest of all, and yet he was treated so mercilessly. This left the poor guy disillusioned with people, while people continued as if nothing happened, even sending each other more parcels with letters. It had become almost difficult to transport all these goods since customs were everywhere. Essentially, all the pleasure was gone. Only the difficulties remained. Eventually, people started feeling guilty about their brother, and made a decision to actively celebrate his birthday as a means of making amends. It's an odd custom, certainly, but the guy had long figured out that people are nuts. On their birthdays, they're supposed to give gifts, and for some reason they chose to give them to each other, not to their own brother, and not to him either, though he himself was born on the same day, and so he was stuck with an annual neither holiday nor mourning, but just a stupidly busy day at work. So he called out to his dad and urged him, "Help me, father, or give me a practical tip or two." His father then wrote out in the immense skies, "Sort this shit out on your own, my son." So the guy went off to sort out 3 million eBay parcels on his own, got lost in them, and ultimately just went home. But from then on, it's become a tradition that whenever it's his and his brother's birthday, the state of affairs is such that it's easier to just drop dead, but they can't, as people are waiting on their gifts.